Slowing down is the most natural thing to do in nature. If you want something to be natural, slow it down. If you want someone to naturally fall in love with you, slow it down. If you want to see the most powerful organisms and the most intelligent organism, look for the organisms that develop slowly at first and then after a while develop unstoppable momentum. Slowing it down is nature at its finest, and nature is ultimately seductive to humans. Why? Because nature does not hurry, says Lao Tzu, yet everything is accomplished. So it doesn't matter how slowly you go as long as you don't stop, says Confucius. So what I wanted to talk about today is how we are getting in the way of this natural process of falling in love, right? And the way that you get in the way with it is trying to speed it up. You cannot speed up baking. You cannot speed up a baby developing in the womb. You cannot speed up cooking. Anything fast has negative consequences that you're not aware of. Fast food has negative consequences, but slow things are always good for you. Okay, like honestly, nothing says you're toxic than speeding it up. Nothing says you're not toxic than having an appropriate slowing down speed. Now, not so slow that nothing happens, not so slow that the person says, let's do it in the future, but slow enough for them to feel a little impatient, slow enough for them to feel a little agitated. And so in today's video, we're going to be talking about these strategies that you guys can apply. And if you guys want to learn how to apply this strategy, I call it slow. In military strategy, they call it slow, quick. If you want to learn to apply this strategy in your life, in your relationships, and you think you speed up too fast, and you think you don't know how to slow your hot ass down, then you could go click in the description down below, or hit the scan the QR code where you guys can access me and work with me one-on-one. Ladies and gentlemen, ever since I started putting the QR code, I don't have time anymore. I'm raising up the prices. people are like, oh my God, you're more expensive than a fucking therapist. Well, I'm not a therapist. I'm Father Alex, one of a kind in this world, people. Try to ask your therapist these questions, and they're gonna send you to a psychiatrist. So yeah, if you guys want individual advice by me, talk to me individually. Get on the phone with me today, like literally, not an AI. Not an assistant like some people have. You guys can literally work with me one-on-one. And yes, I am a little rough on the edges. I do give you guys tough love, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion, because that's what matters, right? Like honestly, I should pile up all of my testimonies. Like I just got sent wedding photos, and I'm like, where's my cake? What the fuck? Like I just get a bunch of testimonies from people who get married, who finally find their dream person, who finally got their dream girlfriend. I had a client I helped get 2 girlfriends. I'm like, what the fuck? Help. I gotta help myself out with that. I'm kidding. But yeah, like it's truly phenomenal. These strategies work on anyone. And as I tell guys, with guys, it takes work. Because you gotta develop yourself. You can't just be cute as a guy, right? So I teach guys specific strategies to extend their social circles, to make friends. Like I tell you guys, I have a art group, and you can meet people that way. And yeah, so click in the description down below, or else I'm closing the channel. So yeah, the strategy is called slow, quick. And the way that it works is that it works on people's impatience and on people's tendencies to want to predict things, people's tendency to want to create a form out of you. In other words, at first, when you first meet people, they're formless. You don't know who they are. And as you slowly get to know them, they develop a form. But one of the things about humans is that once you develop that form, once you imagine them being the way that they are, any breakage of it completely causes your brain to go on overload and pay deeper attention so that it can create another form. Like humans like form, right? Our thoughts get turned into form. Our ideas get turned into form, right? And so this slowing down process slows down the formations of forms, and humans don't like that. That's why the greatest artists, we admire them, because they exhibit patience in being able to have patience in such a slow process. So the way you do this, right, is the first slow is you getting to know them. This is why I tell people this, okay? And I want you guys to pay deeper attention to this. I prefer you guys meet people through your friends and family, and through social circles, and through activities, rather than online. And now there's some conflicting evidence, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna show my bias. There's some conflicting evidence that says that people who meet online have a longer marriage. It shows that. I don't know why, but my instincts tell me that when you meet people through online, there's too many factors. You don't know the person. When you meet them through friends and family, you kind of know them. But also, this is the most important part, is that when you first meet people through a normal setting, there's two phases. The first phase is the slow phase of gathering information, right? Like a military general doesn't go straight to war. He first gathers information, and that's actually the foundation of success for a military general. Gathering the information, flying over the terrain, having a fingertip sensation as to the morale of your own troops and the morale of the other troops. Understanding those little things, the slowing down gathering process is vitally important. And so in this case, when you meet people online, this process goes away, right? You kind of jump into the second process, which is dating, right? So the first process, the first slow is gathering information, right? Seeing whether or not they like you if you meet them in real life, not through online. And then the second slow is the dating process. Okay, I think this person likes me. Let's go on a date. And now you're going from date to relationship. That's the next slow process. What people don't understand is that to have the ultimate slowness, you have to have the first process, because that process might take a month or so. The slowness of getting to know each other creates a bond that you don't create when you meet people online. You can't apply the strategy with people who you meet online, right? And this bond is very simple. You don't know they like you. You see them interact with other people. How do I get to know them? Who knows them? And so over time you see them, you muster up the courage to get to know each other, and then one day you guys talk, but you don't really know if they like you. You talk and there's an air of uncertainty. You might feel like they're flirting with you, but you don't really know if they are. That state of uncertainty, state of limbo, that state of suspense, that uncertainty marinates your heart and prepares it for you to be more reactive to them, to think of them once they're gone, to say, did they like me or was it all in my head? That process you cannot replace. You just cannot replace that process with anything else. It is the most important part, in my opinion, one of the most important parts, because like this is what I tell guys, you got to be, as a guy, you have to rethink how you see getting physical with a woman. You got to realize that sometimes a woman might just want to get a kiss from you and bounce, want to just, get that dizzy and bounce, right? And a lot of guys and women will notice is they just rush it too fast. They rush it. You don't know how to make a woman suffer a little bit, how to make a woman be in yearning for you, because it's a painful experience, but it creates the pleasure. Once the tension is released, more pleasurable. And so a lot of guys are just too freaking selfish, too self-absorbed to apply this part of the strategy. And so it makes a lot of sense why a lot of women are just completely unsatisfied with the dizzy that guys are slinging out there, simply because guys don't understand that the quality of your dick isn't the quality of the dick itself. It's really how much you created that desire before they got that holy dizzy. How much did you prime them for the holy dizzy? And you prime them through slowing it down, because every guy wants to speed it up. And so naturally a woman will get offended by that, right? So that's how it works with guys, the slowing down process, right? And I tell this to people that if you don't do this, it's like you could be a great chef, but if you don't know how to prep your food, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. All right, guys, we're gonna have a brief intermission so that I can tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing, where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at $238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared, because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.